Hello, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Vijeta, and today we shall be doing MCQs of logical reasoning, which is for UGC Net Paper 1. So, let us begin. Among the following propositions, two are related in such a way that one is in the denial of the other. Which are those propositions? Select the correct quote. All women are equal to men. Some women are equal to men. Some women are not equal to men. No women are equal to men. Now, the correct answer is some women are equal to men, some women are not equal to men. And why is this so? Because the proposition some women are not equal to men is the denial or negation of proposition T, which is that no women are equal to men. If some women are not equal to men, it contradicts the statement that no women are equal to men. Let us go to the next question. Consider the following statements and select the correct quote stating the nature of the argument involved in it. To suppose that the earth is the only populated world in the infinite space is as absurd as to assert that in an entire field of millet only one grain will grow. It's analogical. Because the statement uses an analogy between the earth in infinite space and a single grain in a field of millet to suggest that it is absurd to suppose that the earth is the only populated world. Here, I have only put the right statements about Venn diagram so as not to create any confusion. So, the general properties of a Venn diagram are that it represents propositions as well as classes. It can provide clear method of notation. It can provide the direct method of testing the validity. Select the quote which is not correct in the context of deductive argument with two premises. So here again I have included the correct statements only so as not to create any kind of confusion. So these are: an argument with two premises and a false conclusion may be valid. An argument with one true premise, one false premise, and a true conclusion may be valid. An argument with two false premises and a false conclusion may be valid. Now, given below are two premises and four conclusions are drawn from them, taking singly or together. Select the quote that states the conclusions validly drawn. All religious persons are emotional. Ram is a religious person. The conclusions are: Ram is emotional. All emotional persons are religious. Ram is not a non-religious person. Some religious persons are not emotional. The correct answer is Ram is emotional. Ram is not a non-religious person. Now the explanation for this is that Ram is emotional is valid because it follows from the premise all religious persons are emotional and Ram is stated to be a religious person. And then Ram is not a non-religious person is also valid as it directly follows from the premise Ram is a religious person. I know these are a little bit confusing, but with time I think it might become more clearer. It's even confusing sometimes to me also. Now consider the argument given below. Pre-employment testing of teachers is quite fair because doctors, architects, and engineers who are now employed had to face such a testing. Which type of argument is this? It's an analogical argument. Because the argument is based on an analogy between pre-employment testing for teachers and the testing that doctors, architects, and engineers had to face. The reasoning is that since the latter group faced such testing and are now employed, it is fair for teachers as well. So that's quite a simple explanation. Among the following propositions, two are related in such a way that they can both be true, although they cannot both be false. Which are those propositions? Some priests are cunning, no priest is cunning, all priests are cunning, some priests are not cunning. So the answer is some priests are cunning, some priests are not cunning. The explanation is that some priests are cunning can be true, obviously. Now the next proposition, which is some priests are not cunning, can also be true, as it allows for the possibility that only some priests, not all, are not cunning. So, yeah, it's a little bit circular, it's a little bit loopy, but you'll understand. A cluster of propositions with a structure that exhibits some inference is called an argument. That's a very direct question. A definition that has a meaning that is deliberately assigned to some symbol is called stipulative. Because stipulative definitions actually assign a specific meaning to a term for the purpose of a particular discussion, field, or context. The definition is stipulated or introduced for convenience or clarity in a specific context, even if it may not align with the common usage of the term. So, yeah. If the proposition, no men are honest, is taken to be false, which of the following propositions can be claimed certainly to be true? That is, some men are honest. Because it has more of a, I know it's a little bit confusing, but no men are honest, if it is taken to be false, the only proposition that can be claimed certainly to be true is some men are honest, because you can't go for either all or either none. So the most suitable proposition will be some men are honest. And so these are some of the questions. I don't want to make it very overbearing. So we'll tackle with how many questions? 10 questions right now. And I hope you liked these 10 questions. And thank you for watching.